Okay, so I pretty much caught about, I want to say 72 pips. But right now, I mean, I'm still in the trade. I'm expecting price to go to somewhere up here. But I mean, it's about 2 o'clock right now, and this session is getting close to being over, so I might just close it out. But let me just show you how I came to this resolution on why I went long. So still had higher highs, higher lows. So it doesn't show any point to me that we are going down. Um, what got me was yesterday we had this engulfing. I mean, we had this wick to this daily zone. So the daily zone is orange. The 4 hour is green. So it came down here, and what I did was I went to the 4 hour and I saw this area here. To me, this looks like it failed to make a clear lower low. I mean, this is a lower low, but the way I look at it is um, a lower low would be like a real lower low is like lower low, lower high, and then like a deep lower low, right? But this one, every time when I've done it and it went lower low, lower high, and then like a lower low, like something like this, how it's like very close to that. I always look at it as like this could be a potential reversal. So long story short, so what I did was then I went to the 30 minutes and I looked at New York session, and as you can see, New York session yesterday, it started turning bullish. So generally, what I do is that if it turns bullish by the end of the day, the previous day, I kind of can get an idea that it may be turning around, especially if we have a daily resistance, right? So once I got that, then what I did was I I drew my fibs bottom here to the top, right, and ignore this 4 hour because to be honest, when I did this originally, my 4 hour line, my 4 hour zone was let me see here, what was it? Yeah, it was something all the way like I had this point here, and then this went all the way. Where are you? Right here. So this is where I was expecting price to come. But what bothered me was that when the golden session started between Asian and London, it was even close to that. So I was like, okay, there has to be something that I missed because I have so many other confluences that is going to go up. And then that's when I saw this 4 hour zone that I clearly missed, and it was literally right near it. So I think what I'm learning now is for 4 hour zones, like you literally don't have to go all the way that far out. I mean, it should be somewhere near. So got the 4 hour zone and I have a 38.2 confluence. And so what I did is once the golden session happened, this is where I got my entry, right? So I went down to the 3 minute candle. Yeah, I went down to the 3 minute and then you can see bullish, I mean bearish, bullish, bearish. So kind of like looking around here and then you can see we broke structure here. So we broke structure in a golden zone. We are at a fib level and we're at a zone. So that's like crazy amount of confluence. And even I used a line graph just to double check that it was right. So you can see it created a structure here and then it broke it. After that, then it was a targets. So for targets, I went to originally this was going to be my original target, but as you can see, there is no structure here. So the next one is 272. So for UJ, I only target the 272 and the 27. For EU, I target the 618 or the 1.618. So my target was, I mean, it's still up here. I don't know if it's going to hit it or not. We're going to see what happens towards the end of the day. If it doesn't, I'm probably just going to close it out. But yeah, that's how I got my trade to make about like 70 something pips. So like I said, it's really not that difficult. And this was a day three. No, yesterday was a day three. So that was another chance that it could be potentially be turning around. But to be honest, I don't see this breaking structure. What I do see is potentially something like this happening next week is, it going up, down, up, a little bit up here, and then going down here, right? That's what I see. I could be wrong though, because the data that came out is pretty much good for the dollar, so it could be continuing going up. What else? Let me see here. Um, yeah, so we had a strong. Oh, and another thing, the 4 hour we didn't break this 4 hour blue. We didn't break this 4 hour zone, so this showed me that it was still bullish. So there could really be possibility that this continue all the way up. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of the week, and we'll see what happens on Monday.